Hello friends, welcome back to Pokemon Red, the worst final evolutions. When we last left off, we made some good progress into Mount Moon, only for a Raticate to almost destroy us. And I was worried about that the whole time, but I'm glad that our team was able to come through in the end and win. So I took a quick detour back to the Poke Center to heal up so we can have our team back at full health for the final trek. And there really wasn't too much more left to do in Mount Moon, but considering two of my party was fainted and the other one had been damaged and used a lot in battle, I felt it was wiser for me to head back to the Pokemon Center and heal up. Okay, so gonna have a few wild Pokemon to deal with. Ooh, how much damage is this gonna do? That's only 3, that could have been a lot worse. I was anticipating more upwards of like 6 or 7 per hit. Well, maybe Paris can handle Zubats now, and that's good. Yeah, remembering my types in the previous episode, I was bringing in my Beedrill for fights against Zubats, not realizing that in this generation, Bug-type moves are super effective on Poison, which is the opposite of using Poison to Bug. And if I remember correctly, both of those type super effective alignments aren't in later generations of games, so I completely forgot that's how it worked. And that would explain why the Zubat was doing so much damage with a super effective hit. But now I have remembered those types and will be a little more cautious. Yeah, the only 3 Bug-type moves in the entire game, which is surprisingly low, but understandable for the first games. They're only Leech Life, which its power is, like, I think just a little higher than Poison Sting, so it's weak. Pin Missile, which is learned by a handful of Pokemon, but most of them can't really take too much advantage of it, and it's basically a Bug-type Fury attack. And Twin Needle, which is Beedrill's signature move, which is, it's a multi-hit move, but it only hits twice. Each of the moves have a little bit more power, and Beedrill can take advantage of the Bug-type that the move is to deal more damage. But the only real reason you'd want to use a Bug-type attack is to deal with Psychic-type Pokemon, and Beedrill is part Poison, and Psychic is super effective against Poison. So why would you want to bring a Beedrill in against a Psychic-type Pokemon? And if you think that you could somehow deal with it in the first place, one, Psychic-type Pokemon in this game are really good, especially a lot of later evolutions. So you wouldn't want to think about bringing it in the first place, but even if you did, Beedrill's special stat, which, if you recall, accounts for both special attack and special defense, is low. So it would be taking a lot of damage. And most Psychic-type Pokemon, I'd say one of the biggest exceptions being the Abracadabra and Alakazam line, they have decent to great defense. So not only are you not inflicting much damage, you are also risking a bunch of damage back. So no one really wants to use Bug-type moves, let alone Bug-type Pokemon, because all of them usually get destroyed. Hooray for balancing issues. I'm grateful they rectified a lot of that in later games, and they made Bug-types a lot better and Psychic-types not as overpowered. So a little bit more balance that I'm happy about. But in this game, that's going to be my nightmare. What isn't a nightmare is the level up. Way to go. It's still going to be a while before you get any good move. Or at least I got the potions to keep me going here. And there's not too much left in this cave per se. Like, I've a couple wild fights and I've already made it back to where I lost. And the next trainer isn't for a couple more bends, so I've just got a few more wild Pokemon to deal with. Gratefully, Paris is starting to pull its weight a little bit. Even though Scratch is still a low power move, I'm I'm at least able to damage things with it. Mind you, I've only been hitting Zubats, but it could be a lot worse. Ooh, nice hit. That's good. Both the bugs pulling weight. Okay, onwards through the cave to another wild Pokemon. What level are you? 9. Well, Paris was dealing with them before. Maybe the level up will give it enough strength to deal 2 hits. Ooh, that's stronger than I thought. Good thing it was at full health, so it couldn't take advantage of the healing. Ooh, good hit. Good hit. Alright, next scratch. This should do the trick here. There, nice job. Now, good thing I have these potions here. Saves me from having to go through the cave backwards. Keeps my health up as much as I can. And that's one thing I never used to do when I was younger playing these games. I was always an item hoarder, so I would hold on to as many healing items as I could. Like I'd have dozens of potions and revives and status ailment healing items, all because I figured like it's good to have them on you. But I would just take advantage of the fact that I could like go back to a Pokemon Center at any time, and I just heal up like that. So the items just keep getting saved for no reason. And you think the whole point of the items is to keep you alive and progressing through the caves without having to backtrack too much. Well, speaking of having to backtrack, might have to. I'm just gonna have to let Fang deal a good hit here. And I know it seems weird, like, Rattata's been putting in a whole lot of work here. It's got really strong moves, so why would it be a prime candidate for a worst Evolutions team? Even with the high power, its stats aren't really good, and we're just dealing with a bunch of unevolved Pokemon here, so once they start bringing in evolved Pokemon of higher level, you'll start to see that there is a bit of a power gap. Now we got a Geodude here, which is what I'm not letting Paris deal with. It may be small increments of points, but at the very least, I am able to get some experience points now, and it will at least equate to a few levels later. And even though they are supposedly the worst of the worst, in this game, levels can make a big difference. Oh good, I did remember where that was. Okay, so this is the last trainer we got up here, and then afterwards we have to make a choice on a fossil. And it doesn't matter too much in the long run which fossil I take, because neither fossil Pokemon will be on our team, so I'm just gonna pick whatever one I feel like at the time when I go to pick it, and then that'll be it. Although for any avid fan of Pokemon, if they do remember the Twitch plays Pokemon, and how it created a bunch of different memes, and shall we say subcultures behind everything. The whole Helix Fossil debacle that went into the game, and how it was everyone consults the Helix Fossil. Oh my goodness, that didn't kill? I was one of the people who was watching, and I'm just thinking this is funny beyond all belief, to the point where I am one of those people that just loves to praise the Helix Fossil. So, you know what? I think I convinced myself I'm gonna be taking the Helix Fossil just for that. Maybe I'll have some good luck in the future if I just keep it on me. Maybe I can just look at it and consult the Helix Fossil. Alright, well, I didn't want to do a bunch of switch shenanigans here to risk the health of my Pokemon. Even though it wasn't too bad, Paris wouldn't have been able to deal with those easily. No, no, not the dome. I want the Helix Fossil. There we go. Now we got it in our collection, and this guy gets the dome fossil. Alright. Well, that's good. We beat the last trainer of the caves, and the exit is just ahead here. Am I fast enough to beat? Yep. I'm at least faster than my own species. Okay, here we are. We've done it! We have escaped the cave. And thankfully this part here isn't... this part here doesn't have any trainers on it that we need to fight. Although I will say it is kind of interesting how they do have a trainer up there, which you can only fight later when you have the ability to surf to come down here. But the only reason you'd want to come down here is for the final dungeon, final bonus dungeon of the game. Oh, yep, that one is useless. And her Pokemon would only be in the level 30s, so don't see why you'd want to go and fight it. But anyways, here we are in Cerulean City. And here we will be for a little while, because not only is there the Pokemon Gym of the city, but the side quest of the area makes us have to go north to the Pokemaniac Bill. So, players who come down here, they have a choice depending on how strong they feel. They can either attempt to go to the north and do the side quest, and if they beat it before the gym, they can keep progressing. Or you can try the gym now and get it over with. Looking at the levels of my group here, I want to get a few more on them. So I'm going to try and go north and get a few more levels on my guys and see what tricks they might get that might help me out in the future. Okay, I do need more potions. Get a few more on person. I don't need the repel for a while. I don't have to deal with a cave anytime soon. So I'm just going to buy one more potion, and then at least make good use of the money. So I'm gonna see how well I can handle the north, and because I'm so close to a Poké Center, I'll be able to go back and forth pretty easy. But I'm gonna make just a minor detour up here. So if I remember correctly, there is a hidden rare candy. I think it's in the lower part here. There we go. It's amazing how much of the early games I can remember even after not playing them for years. But let's go and head up north, see what I can deal with. Oh, here we go. It's the rival Gary. Always one step ahead of us. And probably with a half-decent team. Okay, this one's going to be an interesting fight. Let's see how well this goes. Now, if I remember, Pidgeotto, I don't think it has wing attack. So I'm going to try and... yeah, it's just got quick attack, which is going to hurt a little bit. Do I go for damage or do I go for status? I'm gonna go for damage, and that's good. At least I'm faster when it doesn't use quick attack. Yeah, and in the early generations of Pokemon, Gust is considered a normal type move. Later changed to a flying type move, starting with the second generations. Oh great! Only 12. Oh no. Okay, good. At least I hit. Yeah, take an already horribly accurate move and make it more inaccurate. This isn't good. I mean, I'm sure Fang here will be able to deal with it. No problem. Probably should have used quick attack now that I think about it. Okay, at least the Pidgeotto's down. Good experience all around. Okay, Abra is a free knockout. Its only move is Teleport, which is useless in trainer fights. So I can bring Paris in and damage it. Yes, and even though Scratch is a low damage move, Abra's defenses are not very good. It's all in its special stat. So I can hurt it effectively. Okay, I'm gonna play it a little safer here, and I'm gonna put a stun spore on him. That's good. So now it has a 1 in 4 chance of not attacking every turn, and speed stat is cut to 25%. I may have just made a mistake. Okay, not yet. Alright. If that Rattata used quick attack, I was screwed. Okay. Oh, good. Oh, okay, that helps. Okay. Oh, there we go. I think this is it. Take it easy, you won. Wow, you are strong. But here we go, we have an evolution. You thought it was scary in the opponent's hands, now I've got access to my own Raticate. Now I'll be able to do some good damage. Alright, so Gary goes on his quest, and I'm going on my quest back to the Pokemon Center. Now coming up here, there's a lot more trainers for our team to fight. And I'm gonna try to use the opportunity to get more levels into Tochka and King Zhang, because they really need it. If I just want to take a look here at Fang's stats. Fang's stats skyrocketed for damage, so not only does it have a really high power move, it will get a lot of damage done quick, so I want to be able to put a little bit more into my other bugs here. And it's going to take some time, but it's just going to be one long slog back and forth. Hopefully the bugs will be at level 20 by the end of it. So let's see what happens, starting with the trainers of the Nugget Bridge. Beat us 5 trainers and win a fabulous prize. Gee, I wonder if the prize is a nugget. We'll have to see. But at the very least, there are trainers that still use the early game bugs, which, thanks to them not having a lot of moves, even if low power, I am able to hurt them with Tochka here and get some experience. And thanks to them having a decent level, I'll get some decent experience out of it. I cannot wait until it gets Slash, which is, oh, right, I forgot that was the case. Okay, at least no poison. So I'm going to make the switch here. So yes, that poison on a poison bug is neutral. But bug on a poison bug is super effective. I am learning my types again. There we go. How much damage did Tochka take again? I should be okay for one more fight. I don't want to keep having to go back and forth. If I can make it through this trainer gambit here, I do have a way to get down to Cerulean City. And not only can I get the 4th member of our team there, I can get what I need to get access to the bike, which will give me a lot faster transportation. But I gotta make it through all this first. And the only way I can make it through is if I hit. So come on. Oh no. This is not good. Well, at least it's a critical. Oh. I gotta switch. I gotta take care of the sand attacks. It doesn't have any flying moves right now, so maybe Paris has enough bulk it can handle a few hits. Okay, good. Sand attack missed. Okay. This next hit should knock it out. That's what I'm hoping. Good job. There we go. Level 17. I forget when it's going to learn its next move, now that I think about it. Oh, right. Those things are poison. Whoops. Sorry, Tochika. I'll avenge you somehow. Yes, the Nidoran line are known for being very good in the early games. Wide move pool variety, good stats, very easy to get a final evolution Pokemon early on. But unlike the bug types, which kind of lose their power throughout the later game, the Nidoran line's final evolutions, Nidoqueen and Nidoking, they are very, very strong throughout the entire game. In fact, a lot of Pokemon Red and Blue speedruns, and maybe Yellow, they will use Nidoking throughout the entire game, just because the moves it gets access to are very strong, coming off of a very strong Pokemon that you can get throughout the entire game. So they will be very strong contenders if I happen to run into any in the later game. But anyways, back to Nugget Bridge, and let's see. We beat 2, so let's see if number 3. Let's see if number 3 will be easy. He's saying he won't be. What? Okay, you got 3 too. Ooh. Well, let's try. Let's try and see if King Zing can handle something here. That's strong. Jeez, I just want Twin Needle. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Well, not as much as I was thinking. Ooh, good hit, good hit. Ekans. Should be faster, so I don't have to worry about wrap shenanigans. I didn't get sand attacked, or do you still have sand in your eyes? Oh my goodness. This is just personal now. Oh, okay, good, you missed. 2, oh, I'm getting bad coin flips on these things. 2. 3 in a row for 2 hits. 3 in a row misses. This is not good. But at least I took it out. Okay. I'm fairly certain that if I take a Leech Life or 2, I'll get knocked out. But I'm going to stay in and see what damage can be done. And if all else fails, Paris can come in and take the final hit and get a good chunk of experience. Okay, still alive, still kicking. Still kicking. I'm gonna try to dodge any Confusion? Now I'm confusing myself. Speaking of confusion, there's Paris. Here's hoping I can win some coin flips. Nope. Round 2? Nope. That's gonna hurt a little. Oh, you know what? I'm just bringing I'm just bringing Fang in, and we're just gonna knock this thing out. Is my team gonna get decimated to a Zubat? Thank you. I think that's twice now I've been afraid of a Zubat. And what trainer gets afraid of a Zubat? Oh boy. See, this is what I was saying before. Like, I would have a whole bunch of healing items on me, and I'd be thinking, no, I'll just go to the Pokemon Center and I'll heal up for free. Save my items for when I really need it. And then I get to the later portion of the game and I realize I still have all of those healing items on me. At the very least, not being able to use items in battle means I have to be a little bit more ready to use the items in long dungeons. And there are a few more that will be hitting in the future that I will want to have as many good items on me as I can. Here's number 4, and yes, my team is having a little bit of a struggle. Let's see what we got here. Level 16. Ooh. Well, let's get a stun spore on it. And yes, even though I put the stun spore on it, cutting Pidgey's speed, if it uses quick attack, it's still in a higher priority bracket, so it will go first regardless. So having increased priority moves is a good way to deal with paralysis. So that's good. Paris is able to deal damage. I just hate the fact that it nearly gets knocked out in the process. But hey, you know what? We're working towards the best Paris here. Okay, not keeping Paris in for this. We're just gonna have the revenge match here. Jeez, even a critical hit. My goodness. I think out of the last 10 attempts I've used Fury Attack, I've missed half of them. Oh, not good. Maybe I can get lucky with a critical hit? Can you hit more than twice, please? I said more, not less. 1. We got a crit. There's 2. 3. 4. Nice. Okay, you did it. Good job. And that's good. The levels are still being acquired. That's what we want. Okay, you know what? I'm using the potions here. I am breaking my item hoarding ways. And plus the potions are going to be semi-useless once we get to like Vermilion City and all that. We'll be able to get access to super potions and they'll heal for 50 hit points instead of 20. So I might as well feel like I'm getting my money's worth out of using it. We just got one here, but it's a powerhouse Mankey. Fast and strong. So I gotta be careful here. Thankfully it doesn't have any increased priority moves, so we can cut its speed stat. And I can hurt it. That's good. Now I think this is increased critical? Yeah. So even though it lowered my defenses, it will not take into account the defense drop if it hits with a critical. That is fixed in later games, but in this one, that kind of saved me. Alright. Once again, not gonna take the trek, just use my potions. I'm getting enough money back anyway that I will just be able to buy more potions, so... Congratulations, you beat our 5 contest trainers. You just earned a fabulous prize. By the way, would you like to join Team Rocket? We're a group dedicated to evil using Pokemon. Wanna join? Are you sure? Come on, join us. You didn't even give me a text prompt. Alright. Well, looks like we have to deal with a Team Rocket grunt here. First with an Ekans, and you've got Poison Sting, so I'm not keeping Paris in. Okay. Yeah, so when it uses Wrap and it hits, it's over the span of turns. I can't even act with a move until it's finished. So it will be able to get a lot of damage in, and if I'm slower, then it can keep using Wrap, and as long as it keeps hitting, I can't damage it. Thankfully, they fixed that in the later games to make it more of a like a non-volatile status condition. Did I get that right? I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up in post. But the way it works is it'll hit you over the span of a few turns still, but it does it at the end of the turn as opposed to during the turn. So once both sides have done their moves, they'll be able to, if it's still afflicted with Wrap or any other trapping move, it will just do the damage there. The better status condition is that it prevents the Pokemon from switching out or escaping, which does give the moves a better use. I could still switch out if I didn't want to take the hits, but if I just kept switching back and forth, then the opponent can just keep hitting me with whatever they want, and I wouldn't be making much progress. Anyways, oh boy. Zubat again, eh? Alright, this time we got through this. That's good. But that is gonna be another visit to the Pokemon Center. With your ability, you could become a top leader in Team Rocket. Yeah, I'd be like the worst admin with this team. Oh boy. Well, the team still has a long way to go. Levels are getting up there, but we're not getting a whole lot of strength or a whole lot of high power moves right now. Gotta keep moving as far as we can go. Okay. Well, I'm gonna cut the episode here. We made some good progress. We beat some trainers. We got through Mount Moon. We did make some progress on the Nugget Bridge, and we did beat the rival Gary, which I'm quite happy about, because that usually is quite a bit of a roadblock in the early game. And if you wanted to train, then you'd be stuck with the wild Pokemon that are over on this route, and I don't think any of them are higher than level 10. And if they are, they just hit level 10. So they don't give a whole lot of experience regardless. So I'm glad that now that I've beaten the trainers on the Nugget Bridge, if I did need to level up a little bit more, I have access to the patch of grass that is up there with higher level Pokemon. So I'm not as stuck as I would have been had I not been beating the rival. But anyways, that'll be the end of the episode here. Next we come back, we'll attempt more trainers atop past the Nugget Bridge. And we'll hopefully meet the Pokemaniac Bill, and we'll be able to progress in the adventure further. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and have a good day.